Hello everybody, it's Pablo and welcome back to ZooCrafting. So first off, I'd just like to apologise for my little absence for the past week or so. I have had a very busy week at work. I've had to stay late a couple of days just so we can get some stuff done and out the door. So that's why I have been unable to record any episodes recently or even do a live stream like I normally do every Wednesday or Saturday. But we should hopefully be good now. So I'm trying to make my way to the European zone in this view, which is a bit difficult, but I hope you've all had an awesome week and an awesome Thanksgiving for those of you that celebrate it. I am from England, so I don't celebrate it, but I hear it's a really awesome holiday. So I do have a couple of things to show and share with you, so I'm just going to head on over to our little cafe here. So as you can see, there's been a lot of progress over here. And I'll go ahead and I'll show you what's happened inside. I was going to save this for the stream because we did make a lot of progress on it in the stream, but I might as well share it with you now. Another thing is I do have the daylight cycle on, so it is going to get dark, but when I have it on, you get a lot more wildlife around you, I think. So you get lots of butterflies. I'm not really the biggest fan of butterflies. For those of you that have watched me for a while will know. But we get a lot of wildlife, so I've decided to turn it on. It just means that we're going to have to head to bed when it gets pretty dark, just so we don't get any mobs following us. So we'll head on inside. And already all my food has fallen off the table, which is not a good start. So let's just pop that back on there. So you come through the door, you've got a little waiting area, you've got a little book stand over here that the waiter will sign your name down and stuff and lead you to a table. You've got a little buffet bar over here that's got some awesome cakes. These are sweet rolls. I think this is just, oh, that's an empty bowl. I don't know why it's steaming if it's an empty bowl. We've got a chocolate cake, and we've got, I think that was miso soup that we picked up, and of course we've got some plates there so you can help yourself to the buffet. There's a bit of decor around here, so we've got a lovely little kitchen with a cookie jar and a little plate. Then we've got some tables over here. There is a bit more furnishing that we need to do in here because there's definitely not enough tables for a restaurant, so I'm going to save that for a bit later. But we're going to have a couple more tables over here, have a nice view of the garden, which will also have some picnic benches and stuff. We've got some little windows, and I really like how I ended up doing the rafters. That was an awesome suggestion from somebody that was watching the live stream. So I went ahead and added those in, and they look awesome. It might have changed a bit for those of you that don't watch the live streams though. So that's why I'm doing this tour, and I am starving, so I'm just going to eat a bit of popcorn. It's the only food that I could find that was in my backpacks. I've got some popcorn and I've got some soup that says it's avocado soup, which I thought was quite funny. I don't know who gave that to me. I think it might have been Eros, or it may even been Luca. I don't know. I am terrible at keeping track with gifts. But speaking of which, we probably should go and give some gifts to our friends soon, because we haven't done that in a while. We've got a little slot over here which is going to be for the toilets. They have yet to be furnished, but that's where those will be going. We've got a little plate and glass rack there, and then if we head into the kitchen, this is where all the magic happens. This is a really fancy kitchen. I think it's even better than the kitchen I have back at my house. I don't have much room to expand at my house though, but ideally mine would look like this. So we've got a double oven here. We've got some plates, we've got a food processor, we've got a chopping board, some knives, we've got a shelf full of spices, and I think that's some salt, maybe no, it's salt. It's definitely salt, herbs and spices there. We've got all the various cooking utensils. You've got pots, pans, saucepans, bowls, everything you need up there. We have a little mixer. That's from the DecoCraft mod, so it's not functional, but I really do love the DecoCraft mod because you get lots of little aesthetics and extra details, like that knife set there, this knife block here, the sink tap there, and this is meant to be a little washing up rack. I don't know what I think about it, but I'm just going to leave it there. I'm not going to mess with that. We've got a wonderful fridge over here which is empty. And we've got lots and lots of crates around, lots and lots of crates and barrels and sacks and things, all which are empty. I've not got anything to put in them yet. But what we will be doing is we shall be bringing over Chef Rick from the staff area. Chef Rick was the old chef in charge of the Swan Lake Cafe, so it's only suitable that we bring him over to the new and improved Swan Lake Cafe. So we're going to head on over and grab him in just a moment. And then we'll be heading on over to our fox exhibit, which is over there. I do have a bit more progress to make on that, and then hopefully we shall be adding in some foxes. So one last stop on our little tour. Actually, there's two. I'm going to show you the basement, which I quite like. It's nice and cozy. So we've got a couple of barrels down here. We've got a mixture of stone, cobblestone brick, cobblestone, dirt and vines and stuff. I really like it down here. It definitely has like a sort of celery, like I keep saying that word, celery, cellar-like vibe. Celery is not a word, well it is a word, it's a vegetable, but it's not the word that I want to use. It's got a cellar-like vibe to it because of all like this dripping water and stuff. And I just imagine it would smell like really damp down here. There's a little staircase that leads you down into the caves below. I have to be a bit careful down here because all sorts of creatures and mobs spawn down here. But I thought I'd add it in because it's a nice little access point to stuff down here. And you do get a lot of mobs that spawn down there anyway, so I guess people are going to have to come down here and get rid of all the mobs. It'll probably be me doing stuff like that, like pest control services or stuff. And then finally, this is finally for sure, up here we've got a little roof space. It's quite dark up here, which I think is because it's nighttime, so the sun has set, and these calmness blocks like let light through. That's why it's a bit dark up here. But I need to add a little door here just to separate two parts of the roof, of the roofs. We've got some more crates up here which are all empty. I think I'm probably going to put like some cobwebs and stuff up here just to make it look a bit untidy, a bit unkept, because very rarely are people going to be going up here. The only access to it is from the kitchen area here, so it's only going to be staff members that go up there. But I really like how this turned out, like this kitchen especially. It is super detailed, and as I said, I prefer it a lot more than the one I have at my house. So I think that's everything in here. I will be making a lot more progress, as I said. I'm probably going to do that in the stream. We're going to finish it off in the stream. We're going to fill in all of these. No, what? Okay, this is new. Well, thank you, Mr. Fox Teleporter, for saving me there. That was surprising. So yeah, I've got to fill in these fences and stuff, and oh yeah, I forgot to show off these little window boxes. I really like these. So we've got a couple of different varieties of plants in here. I don't really think they like replicate the flora you'd find in Europe, but they're nice and colourful, so I decided to put those in. But as I was saying, we do have some more work to do over here. So we've got picnic tables to add, we've got these fences to fill in, we've got stairs to fill in, all of these calmness blocks to fill in. So we do have a lot more work, but we shall not be doing that today. We are going to head on over to the staff lounge and pick up Chef Rick. We're going to be popping him into one of the soul stones, because I think that's how you transport the custom NPCs around. So I really hope Chef Rick does not mind that, but I'm sure he'll let me know if he doesn't. I'm thinking the best way of getting over there, we could walk, we could go the scenic route, we could use a teleporter which would take me directly there. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I know for sure I'm going to make Chalfont unsit, and I'm going to make his brother Marlborough. Let's get rid of you. We're going to make his brother Marlborough unsit, and I can take those two with me. Okay, as far as I'm aware, I do have a bed with me, so I guess I could sleep. And hopefully, I can sleep. Chalfont and Marlborough will watch out for any like monsters that come after me. It's perfect. So I just love how those deer keep dancing. I really need to make a new home for those deer just because, well, it's just, they're too close to the pub, I think. I was trying to think of a valid excuse, but I just don't like them there. So we're just going to go this way. We're going to go via the tropical zone, via all these animals and stuff, via all these little bunny rabbits. That's another thing. With the daylight cycle on, sometimes we get more creatures spawning in these areas, which are quite nice too. So we're going to go this way. Past my tapir. Past our giant tortoise. Down this little ramp. By the ocelots and the bat caves, which I really want to work on the bat caves next. So after we finish the fox exhibit, I think we're going to be heading over here because that was one of my favorite places in the old zoo. There's nothing down here, dogs. I mean, I can show you if you want, but they're just like tunnels and they don't lead anywhere. Okay, we've led to... What are you? You're like... speedy creepers. Okay, we're getting out of there. It's giving me slowness, and they are super speedy creepers, so we're gonna get out of there, like, as fast as possible. I've never seen those creepers before, at all, but they can stay away. They're terrifying. What are you? You're like speedy creepers, and no, I don't like it. Okay, good, they've just spawned. That's good. But as I was saying, the Batcaves is one of my favourite places in the old zoo. It was really fun to make because I made it with TNT and I blasted a load of tunnels, and it was awesome. So that's probably where I'm going to be working next. But we're going to head on over to there's a little panther. We're going to be heading on over just to that staff lounge. I probably could have hopped on a boat and that would have been quicker. I don't know why I took the walk. Perhaps I just wanted to stretch my legs. But I took the dogs for the walk anyway, so that was fine. But we're going to head in here. And here we are, we have Chef Rick. And he trades meatballs for, I think that's tofu. And I'm just checking if I've got these spheres that Ben left for me. I'm just wondering if I could perhaps trade those. No, unfortunately not. That's a bit disappointing. So I'm just going to pop those away. I need to get rid of those somehow. I need a trash bin. I might just feed them to my goats. Probably won't be very good to the goats, but they'll eat anything. So Chef Rick, I'm very sorry for this, but I'm just going to pop you into this crystal so I can transfer you over to the new and improved Swan Lake Cafe. So there we are. Hopefully it's not too cramped inside those soul stones. I have no idea what it's like in there, but did one of my doggies just... One of my doggies is hungry. Do I have anything to feed you? I have some rotten flesh. That's like the only thing I've got to feed you, unfortunately. I'll try and find something better. That's what I was going to do. So much stuff is going on in my head currently. So sorry for getting distracted. But this little spot over here was going to be the home for like our doggy bakery. So we could like craft up some wonderful treats for Marlborough and Chalfont here. So this was going to be like a dog biscuit factory. So that's what this space is reserved for. But we'll get on to building that in the future. That might be another project for the stream. Not sure though. Not sure. So let's head on over back to the pub. We don't want to keep Rick stuck in that soul stone for too long, because yeah, it can't be comfortable in there. I did mean to point out our wonderful zookeeper Jay over there, who is actually in charge of the Pedalo rental service back at my old zoo. So as soon as we add in that Pedalo rental service again, he can be moved on over to the new Swan Lake. And I guess it's not really a Swan Lake if there are no swans on the lake. So that's something we're going to have to fix quite soon as well. So just going to eat some more of this popcorn. Gonna have... I was going to say a nibble of this soup, but you don't really nibble soup. a slurp of the soup. I don't know how you'd explain that. But we're going to come over here, we're going to cross my little dock, my little walkway. And we'll go through the back door into the kitchen. And we shall place Rick down. So I'm going to have to set him to wandering over here. But welcome to your new kitchen, Rick. So you have a free use of everything in this kitchen. Get accustomed to it, get used to everything that's in the fridge and all the barrels. There's nothing there yet though, but I'm sure we'll have a couple of food deliveries shortly. And yeah, just feel free to make as much stuff as you want. We have a buffet there, Rick, so I'm sure all the customers will be dying to see what wonderful food you can cook for us. So there you go. There is Rick in his new kitchen. So let's head on over to the fox exhibit. I've just got to craft a carpenter's door, and you'll see why in a minute. So every time I've got a bit more iron, I've been making some more iron bars and just adding to it, but I didn't want to finish off the exhibit like off camera, so that's why I'm here now. I'm going to place down a little door there, which is going to be access into the exhibit for the zookeepers. I'm going to make that door, because I think that door suits the exhibit best. And then we're going to grab some regular oak wood, so that I can fill that in. So Saffron Marbury, if you just watch out, I'm just going to fill in this door. Going to place some iron bars there like that, and then we're just gonna, oh no, I didn't want to do that. We're gonna cover the rest of the exhibit so we don't get any escaping foxes. So just gonna place these down like this. Marlborough, if you don't mind, I'll need you to scooch out of the way in just a moment. So I can place that down, perfect. And then we've got, am I going to do this? I think I might be one iron bar short, unfortunately. Unless one of the dogs picked up an iron bar, I'm not sure on that though. But I think we should be good, so that there. I am just going to double check to see if any of the dogs picked anything up. So how do I do this? Is it with an oak plank? Oh, I don't think any of them have stuff. Okay, that's fine. I guess they just don't pick stuff up automatically. Maybe they haven't learnt that trait yet. I don't know, but we are missing an iron bar here, which I don't think is very important right now, because I don't think the foxes would be able to escape through that gap, but it's definitely something that we're going to have to fix in the future. Let me just double check to make sure I don't have any iron bars in any of, oh, I have some iron ingots, so I guess I could make some more iron bars, but just double checking. I do have some iron bars, there we go, I don't have to make any more. Just need my chisel. If I can operate my controls today. There we are, so finished, perfect. So I'm going to go in here, and I don't know if I'm going to do much more in here, because I quite like how it already looks. I probably will plant a couple of trees and maybe add like a couple of fallen logs like this, just to give it a bit of decoration. Where am I going to put this one? I think maybe I'll put another one here. Like so. And if I've got some saplings, yeah, I do. I'm just going to plant like a tree there. Hopefully that will grow, and maybe I'll plant another tree there. I've got that bone that the skeleton dropped, so I'm going to see if I can get those trees to grow. Ah, we've got a big tree, that's awesome. I love it when I get big trees. Hopefully this one is a tiny tree though, just so we don't get too big trees in the exhibit. That might be a bit like cluttering, might clutter up the exhibit a bit. And I think the last thing to do in here is to add in the foxes. So I'm just going to hop into bed very quickly, if I can. And if I remember correctly, there are a couple of foxes actually wandering around in the forest here. So I'm just going to direct them into their new homes. So I'm going to grab 2, maybe 3 safari nets. It depends how lucky we get at finding foxes. and we're going to pop them in. So let's see if I can find any. So we're going to go on a bit of a fox hunt. And this is where you all see foxes and I don't see them at all. So you're all going to be yelling at me going, there's a fox there, there's a fox there. And I'm going to have no idea. There's a bear. Okay. I think he is a new bear. I've not seen him in this forest before. Why are you squaring up like that? Are you going to attack me? I hope not. I've never seen a bear like that in the wild before. He just ate that pig. No! Oh no, no, bear! Bear, stop! Ugh, gosh. Why? Why? Why would that happen? So, it turns out, keep bears away from dogs. Keep dogs away from bears. He obviously didn't like my pets. That's a wild boar. They are evil too. Where are the foxes? I'm pretty sure there were foxes around here somewhere. There is a wild zebra just roaming this forest. I don't know why he's there either. I could have sworn there were foxes here. I mean, I guess not. I'm standing on poisoned ivy. That's not a good thing to do. Are my dogs hungry or are they just poisoned ivy too? I don't see any foxes at all. That's quite disappointing. Okay, I guess we'll head back. I've seen foxes before. I just don't know why they're not currently around here. But if I find some, I will add some into the exhibit. But no. I can't currently see any. That's a shame. But oh well. That'll happen next time. So, oh my gosh, look at all the wildlife in this lake. What are they? There's some like big fish. Can I pop those in safari nets? I wonder. Oh, I can. I want to see what they are. They are... Oh, sturgeon. They are huge sturgeon though. I'm just going to take it with me. I'll pop it in the lake by the cafe. So let's just head up here. So as I was saying, in the next episode, we're going to be working on the bat caves, which I'm super excited for because we've been waiting long enough for that. Then after we finish the bat caves, I'll probably leave it down to you which European animal we're going to be building an exhibit for yet. But I can't wait. So I'm going to end the episode here. Oops. I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you all for watching. I hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. And I will see you all in the next episode. Bye. Bye.